Hello, Hill House.
11 years ago, Duncan Stayton left his job and home in St Albans to open the Hill House B&B in Ross-on-Wye with his partner Alex and their kids. They dreamed of the good life.
Hey, Piggy, come on. I'm a bit worried that he might be gay because he hasn't done the business yet. It's no good, you're going to be sausages. We're both interested in permaculture, really, sustainable living, stuff like that. This is wood for the biomass boiler, the wood-burning boiler. It's got to be dry. The philosophy of the house really is local food, organic, local produce, and the best of fare. Well, King Richard the chicken heart is the big cockerel. Let's see if they've got any eggs. Get out of it.
I describe the Hill House as being a relaxing, easygoing, relaxed place to come and stay.
This is our poetry and wisdom wall. We invite people to write on the wall, preferably keeping to poetry or wisdom, but some people haven't quite got the right idea. Eggs for breakfast.
But Duncan has discovered it's not easy being green. Although they have a small, loyal clientele, the B&B makes pitiful profits. It means Alex must go out to work to make ends meet. And with no money to pay staff, Duncan is having to run Hill House single-handed.
Bloody.
At the moment, I can't afford to give up my job in order to work here because, although it's a rubbish income that I get, it's a steady income.
This is how you make the bed, make the bed, make the bed.
Duncan works like, he's a complete maniac. He doesn't stop from the minute he wakes up to the minute he goes to bed at midnight. He doesn't stop.
People in hotels all over the world say, you don't do quilts like that. Well, I bloody do.
The punishing workload has meant a string of unfinished projects around the grounds and the 400-year-old house slipping towards disrepair.
Yeah, I'm getting quite stressed out, The frustration of not getting things finished.
The future for the B&B and the family's precious way of life is looking far from certain.
The worst thing that could happen is that we could go bust. We would have to sell and go. Don't know what to do, really. We've come to a bit of a full stop. Semicolon, anyway.
Duncan and Alex are hoping that renowned hotelier Alex Polizzi can help turn their meagre fortunes around.
I can already see a certain amount of disorder. There's mismatched tables and chairs, a half-rotten hanging basket swing, rotten wooden benches, lots of cigarette butts. The whole place looks like it needs a really good sweep and tidy.
He doesn't like being told what to do, so it'll be interesting when he meets Alex.
To get a guest's eye view of the B&B, Alex will stay the night.
Duncan?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Hill House.
Nice
to see you.
So nice to meet you. Thanks for inviting me.
Glad you could come.
Do you want to tell me what room?
Put you in the Dryad suite.
OK.
Yeah.
What are you charging for that a night?
35. Both the suites are 35.
Per person?
Per night, bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And the ordinary rooms are 29, bed and breakfast.
Gosh, darling, that's a bargain in this day and age.
Well, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, tell us about it.
All right, lovely, thank you.
So this is the main room of the Dryad suite.
Who decides on the decor?
Me. I did this room.
So the entire decorative scheme is yours?
Come out of my fevered brain, and charity shops and stuff
Skips.
Like that. Some skips, yeah. Bloody good stuff in skips.
Do I have permission to have a good snoop about the other rooms?
It's the best way if you just wander away.
Thank you so much, Duncan. And then I'll come back and chat to you and we'll start working out where I think that you need some
And I'll do as
help.
I'm told. I don't like criticism, but I'll try. I'll try and listen and I'll be open-minded. But I'm not promising anything, really.
Everything is extremely dusty. This stool's nice and dirty. And a very nicely stained tablecloth.
I hope she's broad-minded enough to realise that we are slightly different and we're going for slightly different people than your average hotel goers.
Oh. I'd love to know why I've got some perky-breasted, hairy-legged dryads on these doors. Ho ho, this must be a little joke. A skeleton in every closet. Probably Duncan's idea of a bit of fun.
The Hill House has 2 suites and 3 standard rooms.
Woohoo! Shagpile heaven.
All with ensuite bathrooms.
I do always like to see a few agricultural implements in a bathroom. It gives it a certain ton.
Priced around £30 to £35 per person per night, bed and breakfast.
Yuck! You see, this is another example of something that Duncan probably thinks is very witty.
The largest room is the North Suite, which comes with its own balcony and bespoke pine ensuite.
Well, this is a lovely big room, and I really like the bed up on this little platform. But that's pretty much where the positives end. This is clearly intended to be the ethnic room, with the brasses, that truly repulsive wall hanging, and the plates, etc. I'm sure that Duncan thinks that I'm going to make him declutter, and I am, but not because I want it to be less quirky. I just want it to be better. Everyone thinks they have good taste, and not everyone does. It's that simple.
I don't like criticism, but I'll try. I'll try and listen, but I shall disagree with her if she says we've got to do too much.
The decor in the cluttered guest rooms has failed to impress. Now Alex takes her investigations downstairs.
Stuff everywhere. Why would anybody have their books like this? I mean, I'm itching just to... It just takes no time at all, and it looks so much better. Oh, look how filthy this is. It might be kind of boring and bourgeois to worry about things like cleanliness and, well, for example, that disgusting fish tank that is completely furred up with green gunk. I find that rather off-putting. Onward, ever onward. Gosh, that has been made by generations of a spider. There's just such disorder everywhere. I'm all for shabby chic, but this is shabby shite.
Perhaps Duncan's cooking will be more to Alex's taste. Wherever possible, he uses produce from the garden or from local suppliers. Supper is a bargain-priced £15 for 3 courses.
I try and give as much as we can for the lowest price.
Gosh, don't know what they feed these chickens on, but they're big, baby.
We just charge £10 for a bottle of wine. Some wine will make a couple of pounds on, and some it's just pence.
These are very generous helpings. This is dinner for 2, but it's still half a chicken each. Very nice vegetables.
I believe she will enjoy the food, but whether she says she's enjoying it or not, I don't know. If she isn't, I'll just tip it over her head.
This is fantastic.
Oh, jolly good.
I have a question for you. This is a meal for 2.
Yes.
What does it cost per person to put on the plate?
I haven't worked that out.
15 quid for this cheese and ice cream is ridiculously cheap. You know, so
Right,
you've really
okay.
got to think, you're not doing this for love, darling. You're doing this is a business.
That's true, yes, that's true.
So, well, I'm sure that tomorrow morning when I ask you what it costs to put breakfast on a plate, you're going to have the answer at your fingertips.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Good, Duncan.
I'll know.
I'm giving you the heads up.
Right, okay.
But next morning, it's evident that Alex's demand for a breakfast breakdown has not been enthusiastically embraced.
She's insisted that I work out how much breakfast costs. I really don't know. I own eggs about 20p. That's 40p. The juice costs 2.50. But I mean, what's that? It's kind of soulless, isn't it? Morning. Morning. Can you come in? You're decent.
This'll make a man of me, won't it? Jesus. Huge. Did you work out for me what this cost to put on the plate?
No, I haven't. And the juice, I mean, just juice for breakfast is impossible trying to work out how much people have.
The point is, darling, you have to focus your mind on what it is that you're giving and what it is it costs you to put it on the table. There's a cost to everything you produce, and you have to make sure that you make a profit on that correctly, otherwise there's no point running this as a business.
Right, okay. Hello, it's Duncan here at the Hill House. Hiya. Look, I've got a really stupid question for you. There's this tyrant staying here, and I've got to work out exactly how much a breakfast costs. Can you tell us how much a rasher of bacon is? One of those big ones I had yesterday, and how much one sausage would be? It's really stupid, isn't it?
He seems to be making a virtue out of this business stupidity that he has. You know, he laughs his jolly green giant laugh as if I've asked him a ridiculous question. Well, surely it's a question he should be asking himself every day.
Tea, I don't know, 50p? Loaf of bread's 1.50. How much bread do they have?
This is the opposite to every crappy mass-produced breakfast anywhere. It's wonderful. So far Duncan's shown himself to be rather good in the kitchen and rather devil-may-care about his costings.
Oh, this is impossible, it's stupid. This is completely wrong and alien and ridiculous.
So will Duncan be receptive to Alex's plans to boost his B&B's bookings and profits? First, there's one part of the business she finds unacceptably organic.
So you cooked me a lovely dinner last night,
Yes.
but you cooked it in a...
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, horrible.
that completely disgusts me.
Yeah.
We go into the dining room, and last night I was thinking to myself, when's the last time this was even hoovered? There's food all over the floor. I mean, this, for me, is incomprehensible. There's just disorder everywhere. Clearly, you are challenged on the cleaning front, and I would suggest that you would make life a lot easier if you had less stuff that collected dust.
I don't have enough time to get down on my hands and knees. And, you know, there's loads of other things to do. I'm not just in here doing this.
No,
So-
but if you want to find out from me how you can improve your prices, how you can get busier,
Yes,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to.
get this clean, yeah.
This is a non-negotiable
difficult.
part of it.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
see
difficult, yeah.
Next, Alex wants Hill House to become a lean, green, money-making machine.
And the fact that you have this kind of rather cavalier attitude to every financial question I ask you
Yes.
is shocking, because you're working yourself into the ground for not enough reward.
Right.
And as well as looking at how you can charge more money, you have to see how you can decrease your costs. I think you're potty to be making £1 profit on a bottle of wine. You buy a bottle of wine for £9 and you sell it for 18. This is not ripping people off. Because otherwise...
It's a lot, isn't it? A lot of money to pay for a bottle of wine, isn't it?
It's a business. You're not doing this for love, you're doing this for money.
I don't know if I could... I feel really guilty.
Finally, Alex wants Duncan to make more of his environmental credentials, and she'll make over the North Suite to help tap into the lucrative green tourism trade.
I like quirky, I like individual. I don't want this to be like every other place one goes to. I don't want it to be anodyne.
Okay.
It's a reflection of you and Alex. I appreciate that. But if you want to charge more, you have to give more.
Yes.
Righto?
Right, OK.
Gosh, much less screaming and shouting than I
No,
expected.
no screaming and shouting. No. Thank you, right.
Bye.
Then. Bye-bye.
But although Duncan's all smiles as Alex leaves, it soon becomes clear he's far from convinced.
It's a lovely sound, isn't it? Crunching bones. It's Alex.
Nevertheless, he sets to work cleaning,
It was worthwhile Alex coming just for her to tell me to dust the bloody books. So I've done that.
polishing,
I used to do it lots, but I don't seem to have had the time recently.
and tidying.
Well, I've cleared up the fag ends. I started putting grass down, but it's too late to plant grass seed. But I put some soil down.
Trouble is, the cats are using it as a toilet now, so I don't know which is more respectful, having my dog ends out there or cat poo.
But when it comes to breaking down his costs, Duncan has decided to make a stand.
I'm not going to spend any time doing it. You know, I've got more important things to do. I haven't got a big army of people to do everything for me. I've got to do everything myself, and I'd rather be polishing the floor than sitting adding up a column of figures and accounts and finding out that we could make 35 pence more profit if we didn't give people an extra shot of coffee in the morning. Oh, for goodness sake, you know. No, I ain't doing it.
4 weeks after her first visit, she's back to see if the seemingly defiant Duncan has acted on her plans.
So far, Duncan definitely seems to have got the message. The exterior has been massively cleaned up, and I only hope that the same is true of the inside. Gosh, well, Duncan's done a lot here already. The leaflets are all tidied up, and it all looks a lot cleaner. I'm pretty impressed. I thought Duncan would need a lot more prodding to get this far. Duncan! Hello.
Hello there. Oh, nice to see you again.
Very impressed with what you've done here
I'm
so
doing what
far.
I've been told. I'm doing it. It does look good. You were right. You were right.
Is it all right if I go and have a look around?
You carry on. I'll put the kettle on.
Lovely, thank you.
Despite the improvements, behind the bar there remains a potent symbol of Duncan's rebellion.
Duncan's tidying up obviously hasn't stretched to the back of house area because behind the bar is still a fucking mess. Thank you. Right, well, it looks to me like you've made some efforts here.
I've been trying.
But, Duncan,
Yeah.
but, Duncan,
Yes.
but, Duncan.
Yes.
I know you love the cobweb. But
Yeah, I
really,
put a spider in it. Have you seen the spider?
It isn't listed, darling. And although I know you find it amusing,
Yeah, I do.
remember what we're trying to do here is make this place appealing to more than the kind of person who finds big cobwebs amusing.
Okay, yes, okay.
Yeah?
Right, the cobweb, you're saying the cobweb has to go.
How have you got on with the other things I asked you to do?
What did you ask me to do?
Costings.
Oh, yeah, I've done all that, yeah.
Have you? You're lying through your teeth, aren't you? Have you done anything?
No.
Duncan has refused Alex's request to break down his costs, citing fears that raising his prices will put off his guests.
I think he's dragged his heels so much because he knows that the results are going to be parlous. I think he knows and is ashamed about how unbusinesslike he's been, that actually he's all sound and fury signifying nothing. He works, but he works incredibly inefficiently. And what is the point of working if you're not going to make any money at the end of the day?
To get her point across, Alex has made a temporary change to Duncan's unique wall of poetry and wisdom.
As you see, you've got a new wall of wisdom. This is all customers of yours who we've contacted and asked whether they would be prepared to spend an extra tenner.
That's nice of them.
I mean, well, darling, they all agree. Charging more wouldn't deter us from going back. I'd be happy to pay an extra £10 a night as the breakfast really does warrant it.
Oh, really?
So, darling, the general consensus is you're too cheap. And so it isn't just me who's telling you. Your customers who like you and who like coming here tell you to put up your prices. There's a difference between ripping people off and making a profit. And
Yes.
you really,
Yeah.
to survive, we need to make sure that you make a profit.
That's wonderful.
Okay?
With Duncan seemingly more on side, Alex wants to enthuse him about her intended makeover of the North Suite. She's planning an eco-friendly design that Duncan can trumpet to the growing green tourism market. So she's taking him to Bailey's, a local store that specialises in renewed and recycled products.
I kind of think that there's some stuff here that's fab, and then there's lots of extraneous stuff that is just purely decorative, and that's the last thing we need. But I was just thinking about how to kind of add value to your room.
Yes.
Boxes for dirty linen, things like this for teas and coffees is quite nice too, aren't they? Let's go and have a look through this way. Look at these are lovely.
They're not, they're horrible.
Well, then they'd be much nicer than what you've got in your
they
bathroom
wouldn't.
currently.
No, they wouldn't. No, anything
That's
in the bathroom.
very
got-
chic.
It's not chic at all, it's awful.
Chic, okay,
No.
well, what about something like that then?
That's a little nicer for the outdoor patio furniture, yeah.
It's also nice for a bathroom, darling. You just, oh, I hate
Cold. Sit on that naked. Not practical.
But I do like these stools.
Yeah, nice stools.
Very nice stools. This is the kind of thing that I was thinking that you could have organic, unbleached linen towels. It's just quite nice to have the kind of things that guests could come and buy themselves if they wanted to. Or you could go and you could source any product from any local supplier, as long as you say where it's from, so that your guests have a feeling that they're somehow connected to the local community and they could go out and buy it themselves if they wanted to. Yes? An idea?
that would be good. Look at the state of that covered in dust.
The trip hasn't fired Duncan up the way Alex had hoped.
An option.
Very nice, but they're frippery, twitty, twaddly. Wouldn't be pretty practical. A few nice bits, and obviously, but nothing for us really. Got to be practical and live in the real world.
I think Duncan, for all his apparent laissez-fairness, is a bit of a control freak. He doesn't really like it very much when anyone tells him what to do or anyone takes over. He has picked up his game, and he's definitely attentive to what I'm saying. But it takes him a lot to actually pick his bloody sticks up and get a move on.
A few weeks later, Alex's team begin work, transforming the North Suite.
The North Suite was the slightly eastern, sort of Arabic, passage to India kind of wafting. That's the idea I had when I made it, so I don't know if they're carrying that theme through or not. Hope so.
They're using environmentally friendly paint, organic linens, and adding energy-efficient touches.
Hello, Hill House.
Meanwhile, Duncan is making some reluctant concessions.
£3.
First, the finances.
Extra. I need to work out the money side of things, so I am going to cost things out. If anything, just to shut her up. Yeah.
Then, the cobweb.
It's part of the new ethos of the Hill House. There's going to be no spiders' webs here, no spiders. Sorry, spiders, you've got to go. Alex says so. 9 years to build, 9 seconds to destroy.
Two weeks later, and Alex is back to see if Duncan has finally come round to her way of thinking.
Duncan! Hello! This looks nice.
Hi there. Oh, yeah. Give it a look at
How
paint.
are you?
Yes. Oh, very well, thanks. Very well, yeah.
What other changes are there? Pricing structure, any changes, any movement there?
Yeah, as instructed, I put the prices up. We're now 39 and 34.
And costings?
Yes, I costed the supper and I put the supper price up. Well, it was 15, I put up to 21.
Very good. Bar, how's that looking?
Oh, it's de-webbed.
Oh, de-webbed,
Oh,
that's
it's been
right.
de-webbed, yes, yes.
And
yeah.
the suite?
The suite's a nightmare.
In an effort to boost the Hill House's green appeal and attract a less niche clientele, Alex's team have taken the North Suite, with its dusty clutter and Eastern vibe, and created a bright, clean and environmentally aware sleeping space. Gone is its leaking and dated wooden bathroom, replaced by a functional and elegantly stylish suite.
Good. It is much plainer than it was before.
Yes.
Do you not like it?
I don't like the style, no.
What do you think the style is?
Spanish 2-star hotel, Lorette de Mar.
What makes it seaside 2-star hotel in Spain look for you?
The shower curtain drapes, the lack of any kind of hanging around the bed. I'm astonished that you fundamentally misunderstand what we do here at Hill House, our weekend trade. You just don't get it. People come all the way from London on a Friday night, the traffic, through the snow and the rain, to come here to chill out for a weekend in front of a cosy fire, not on a hard matte floor, in a Lloyd Loom upright chair. isn't what we do. This isn't what we're about.
OK, and I'm fundamentally astonished by A, how incredibly rude you are by not saying to me, thank you very much for sorting out my manky bathroom and making this look clean and neat and tidy. I don't believe that anyone could say that this is worse than you had before. It might not be to your taste, but then add the sodding drapes, bring back the old-fashioned chairs, put in what you like, darling. All I've done is given you a nice clean room because we know that some people like you, but it's not enough to make your business work. So what I'm trying to do is open it up to a new market who actually might think that it's quite nice to come into a clean, airy, nice room that isn't covered with bits of odds and sods and tat.
This is nasty, cheap, low quality, 2-star Lorette de Mar. This isn't what we do at the Hill House. The crappy little Lloyd Loom chairs.
Well, the chairs, though. But
okay.
why is that so difficult?
Okay, well, I'm going to.
Just bring in what you want to bring in. You know, I would like him to try and see outside his spectrum and realise that actually there are markets that he's not tapping into. But unless he's willing to give it a go, then what's the point? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Believe you me, that's how I feel about Duncan at the moment.
Some of the stuff she said is sensible, and the sensible things she said I've done. Well, I'm not grateful. Sorry.
An uneasy truce descends on Ross-en-Y. But Alex isn't ready to give up on Duncan yet. She's convinced that Hill House needs better marketing and more guests, and she has a scheme to boost both.
Duncan. So, the whole game plan here has been to try and sell some more rooms for you. Mm-hmm. As we know, you're very successful to a certain segment of the market. I want to try and broaden that out. What I'm envisaging that we do is we have a sort of press day. We'll have a handful, I'm thinking about 6 or 7 movers and shakers in the green community who will come here, have a look round Hill House, be entertained by you, host of the most, who will also cook them a delicious dinner. We'll talk to them about your vision of the place. Mm-hmm. Now that you've put your prices up, if we can also sell some more rooms, hopefully the profitability will also rise.
That sounds great.
Is that OK?
What room do you think I should put him in?
I leave it entirely in your hands, Duncan.
With Duncan seemingly satisfied, it's time to implement the final part of Alex's plan to put more bums on the B&B's beds.
Yeah, I've got some people coming tomorrow, and I'd like them to try some of your Earl Grey Blackberry.
OK, yeah, no
wine,
problem.
Convinced Duncan isn't making the most of his eco-friendly attributes,
Say 8 the specials, please, and a handful of bacon. Thanks.
she's arranged for the great and the good of the green media to visit Hill House in the hope they'll spread the word across the land.
I have said to Duncan again and again that he needs to make more effort to promote all his green initiatives. And that's why I've invited these journalists. And I'm hoping that that means he'll make much more of a splash in the green movement.
Anything that sort of was Alex's idea does tend to sort of give me the shivers a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see.
There's a very powerful green pound, and I'd like more of it to be spent here.
3 of the green movers and shakers will be spending the night.
Oh, welcome to Hill House.
Thank you very much.
And they'll be joined tomorrow by another contingent of critics.
And this is the North Suite.
Right. Really good colours.
You like the blue?
I like the blue, yeah.
Up and down.
It's Duncan's chance to charm the guests and big up his credentials.
Vegan breakfast. Cut some clippings from outside, carrot tops, potato peelings, usual thing.
You're joking.
Oh, yeah.
So you might get a bit of paranormal activity.
Paranormal.
Well, it might just be me outside with a sheet on my head, actually, just dancing about. I should come down the bar later and have plenty to drink.
Yes,
Too much to drink.
Some vegan beer. And...
Right, yes. I'm going to go and check that right now.
Excellent.
If not, there's water in the tap.
I think it's important for Duncan to grow up. Sometimes it's quite useful to be a bit more mainstream. And most people are a bit more mainstream than Duncan is.
the Dryad suite. Mental, I think, probably was my first impression.
Breakfast on the big day. And although Duncan may not have wholeheartedly embraced Alex's plan, it does seem he may be beginning to realise the potential pitfalls of a poor performance.
I've run out of black pudding and a broken egg. Damn things. And I haven't got butter and squeeze. The whole place is completely filled with back and room. If they hate it and everything's awful, then they won't write nice things about us in their publications, so it'll be a dead loss.
So the eggs from...
Eggs are our own now.
The eggs are your own,
Chicken started laying again now, yeah.
Is this local?
Yes, unlabelled.
Are they wild raspberries? Or
Yeah, there are. It's down by the, yeah.
What's the story with the sausages?
They're sadly not our own because our pigs aren't doing the business, but from the butchers, and they're Gloucester Old Spot pigs. You're only allowed 25 centilitres of apple juice per person, otherwise I have to charge you 180 quid for a refill. That's right. So no toast?
No thanks. It's beating me. I don't think I can finish any more. The whole lot's just too much.
With half a dozen sharp-eyed writers and journalists about to descend on Hill House, Alex arrives to lend her support.
You know, why these little like this? Why? Why is that here? Yeah, does it belong here? No. I think I may have mentioned to Duncan once or twice before just how important a first impression is. That tin, these bits of wood, sweet wrappings. Look. He's obviously completely determined to ignore me.
There's nothing Alex can do now but throw open the doors and greet the guests.
Come in, come in.
A formidable mix of green gurus.
Do you know if he does all the decoration? Like all the skeleton in the closet.
They're given freedom to roam the house.
Oh, this is a lovely room.
Less idiosyncratic.
Yes, that's what it is.
Tempted with some local tipple.
Ladies, will you have a drop?
A drop.
And then it's down to Duncan to impress with his home-cooked fare.
I've drunk lots of English champagne and lots of English wine, and I'm pretty blasted, really. I'm all the tears, I don't know what I'm doing. The journalists are just eating, but they haven't drunk. They've had cups of herbal tea, which is quite peculiar, but I'm having a nice time anyway. This is how we drain the greens, drain the greens, drain the greens. Soggy.
I think it's going quite well. The food is delicious. We know that Duncan can cook, so that doesn't surprise me.
People think because you're eating vegan, it's got to be rubbish. It's got to be sort of substandard.
If he keeps it down with the clever quips, we're going to be okay.
The finale is a tour of the grounds.
So this is outside.
Cat's fled, I think.
Walk down carefully, because it's a bit treacherous.
You come in and you think this is a bit, it's a little bit untidy. It's a bit, a little bit like an archaeological dig.
This is work in progress. This is going to be the eco house. Yeah.
2020?
Yeah, probably. Oh, God.
It's just so higgledy-piggledy mess. I just can't bear the fact that he doesn't pick up after himself.
Alex is hoping the green VIPs can unlock a significant new market for the B&B. But has Duncan won their support?
Well, I have to say, Duncan's very friendly, makes you feel very at home. My one bit of advice to him would be to try and pull a bit more order out of the chaos.
I do think tidying up more, and it's a slight letdown to not have a more welcoming arrival, I think.
It's great to see tasty, honest, home-cooked food.
The commitment to sort of organic food and the local produce is exceptional. But you're undercharging. You can't be sustainable just by doing the deep green things and forgetting the bottom line. So we really need you to tidy those elements up. And I think then you'll be a really successful business.
Particularly on the green front. I think, you know, you really feel like you've thought through a lot of the things. So on that hand, I'd say very much thumbs up. You care about the environment. You know, I think you have to get across more that you care about your guests as well.
Well, the $60,000 question is, do you think that you can promote, or, you know, what can you do for Duncan?
I'd be delighted to feature you on my website, Green Traveller, because you're doing some fantastic things.
Writing about food's my business and food is my joy, so anyone would like to come here and eat your food.
I definitely recommend this place to other people. I'd probably say it with a few provisos.
OK, thank you all very
Yes, thank
much
you.
for your
Yeah.
time
It's been
and
a
your
pleasure.
comments. So how did you think that went today?
Oh, brilliant. Went very well. Thanks very much. It's great.
Well, as you remember, I'm sure, the whole idea was to try and get some, you know, a bit more of a buzz going about this place. And your green credentials have now been firmly established.
Yes, established.
So have I managed, what, if anything, Duncan, have I managed to teach you?
You've taught me to be more professional, a bit more sensible about things, and yeah, more professional. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know, you work bloody hard, Duncan, so you need to have a return from it. Because this isn't just your business. Hive off that and it's your family's home. And we need to make sure that it can keep on going and you can keep on making the improvements to it that you want to so much.
Yeah. You give me a kick up the bum, which is what I needed, so that's done a lot of good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm taking the mickey, but I'm not really. I'm very grateful, really. Yeah, I am.
OK, Doll, thank you. Thank you very much. Duncan hasn't been the easiest person to work with, but to some degree I've managed to get through to him because it is cleaner, it is more welcoming, it is better organised, his prices are higher, he has a much nicer bedroom than he had before, and he has an eye to the future. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied.
The Milton Lodge, a 10-bedroom country house hotel, nestling within 6 acres of beautiful Dorset countryside. Home to owners Terry and Maureen Connor.
I've got a sign of myself here. It's a nice day. Watch some bastard come along and spoil it.
Naughty Terry. Then he wonders why he gets into trouble.
The Connors bought the 200-year-old former equestrian centre 23 years ago, when Terry stumbled upon it in a magazine.
I was sitting on the toilet when I fell in love with it. Reading the country life. Maureen had been out for the day. When she came back, I said, have a look at this. This looks nice. And we ended up buying Milton Lodge.
The truth is, I didn't fall in love with it. Terry did.
Since then, retired shopkeeper Terry has built up quite a collection of ornaments, which he's only too happy to share with guests.
Did you collect all this, they say? I say, yeah. And when they come in, they say, wow. Especially Americans.
Got a pair of these lovely bird lamps.
Nice policeman's helmet up there. There's a ration book up there for the World War II. A gun belt from the South African Boer War.
Terry loves putting little koala bears on the pictures.
The hotel comes complete with stables, cricket pitch, gardens, outdoor pool and large function room.
Where we hold birthday parties, funerals, receptions, birthday parties and funerals. Do like a nice funeral. The only thing is I don't know where I'm going to go when I die. I don't want to be buried under the ground. I really don't want to be burned in case you're not dead.
He don't want to be buried and he doesn't want to be cremated, so what the hell do you do with it?
I would like a Viking death, you know what I mean? A Viking funeral.
No way.
Where they used to put you on a boat and set light to it and send you out to sea.
Helping them run the hotel is 37-year-old Joe Bird, who's been with the Connors for more than 20 years.
Cleaning bathrooms 1 minute and then you're taking bookings the other. It keeps you busy, very busy.
Jo is like a daughter, and she's wonderful.
She's not a member of staff.
No, she isn't. She's part of the family.
With Jo acting as a girl Friday 7 days a week, Terry prefers to spend his time outdoors.
I could spend all day out here if I could, but I can't. Get away from the residents. And the women.
Terry and Maureen have seen more than their fair share of good times at the Milton Lodge. But as their energies have waned, so too have their occupancy rates.
We used to do a lot of weddings and big parties, which we don't do now, because we're too old. Been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
With declining profits and an increasing workload, the couple fear that all good things might come to an end.
Sometimes I get frightened when it goes too easy or for too long. As I say, we don't get no wages.
Terry's getting on in years and I'm not that much behind him. And how long can you keep going on doing things?
The Connors are worried, not just for their business, but for their home and for Joe's future too.
What's the future here? I really don't know. Because sometimes you think about it, and another time I think, well, why would think about it? Why worry about it? Worry doesn't do you any good.
I don't know what's going to happen to Milton Lodge. I thought one time that my sons may want to run it, but they don't seem to be. They've got their own life anyhow.
What it will be like, really, will probably be very sad and very heart-wrenching. But it's what the future holds, who knows?
Enter the hotel inspector. As Terry and Maureen approach the autumn of their years, can Alex help them put the spring back into the Milton Lodge?
What a handsome house and beautifully kept garden. For once, a good first impression.
But that good first impression doesn't last long.
I absolutely hate all of this. It has no place in a professional establishment. Is it necessary? No.
And inside, Alex finds Terry's collections hard to bear.
He's got so much of everything. There's china figurines, there's odd Victorian plates, pottery, tea sets, Victorian portrait miniatures, and the inexplicable addition of lots of furry koala bears. The general effect is pretty underwhelming.
To find out more about the challenge ahead, Alex will spend the night.
Just in room 1 here.
Lovely. Okay. Thank you.
The Milton Lodge has 10 ensuite bedrooms, with prices ranging from between £65 and £120 per night.
Thank you. Bathroom just to the right. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, 1 room key. See you later.
See you later.
Thank you
so much. Gosh, it's a long time since I was in such a floral room. It's a shame because the room's got really nice proportions, but they're certainly not being made the most of.
And the floral pattern continues next door.
This is an interesting decorative technique and one that I'm not entirely sure works here. Let's just layer pattern upon pattern upon pattern upon pattern. I mean, the whole effect completely blows your mind. How could you ever sleep in here? Once again, this room is very flowery. It's like someone's dream of femininity. And these duvets don't match at all, and this horrible sofa.
Most of the people that come here, they come in and they say, hell, this is going into another world. And you couldn't change it. You can't change this place. It's got to stay as it is.
That is very pink, and it's the kind of pink that you're only going to like if you're a little girl under the age of 4. It obviously doesn't match. Why bother?
Hoping for some improvement downstairs, Alex explores the function room.
This looks like a village hall. There's this collection of very disparate stuff. Just doesn't hang together. And it's a lovely sized room and surely has a million uses. But who's going to use it with it decorated like this?
The house explored, Alex decides it's now time to get to know her hosts, Terry and Maureen.
23 years ago, you bought this place, and presumably it wasn't as stuffed full of stuff as it is now.
No.
So you just go for you like the kind of Victorian look?
Edwardian, really.
Edwardian, sorry.
Oh,
Excuse me for saying it, but you're not exactly in the first flush of youth anymore.
Pardon?
Is that
I'm seeing
rude?
Terry will be 80 next year. I
Yeah.
think enough is enough, quite frankly. I'll be
Eventually.
honest.
Well,
Terry will
What?
never want to sell it.
Been carried out in the box.
All right, fine. Where do you advertise? Where do you market? What do you do?
We don't advertise.
We don't advertise at all. Don't
Just on the
believe in it.
website, and that is it.
So how do people find you?
How do they find us? Sometimes people just stumble on us.
So what are you prepared to do and what aren't you?
Not a lot.
Oh, what you're prepared to do.
There's that saying you can't teach old dogs new tricks. And I think
Talk about me or you?
you're slightly ungallant, darling. Please. So you present quite a conundrum.
We go round in a circle and we come to nothing.
Okay.
Good. Get on with it.
As Alex turns in for the night, the scale of her challenge becomes clear.
This whole situation here is really interesting. It's quite unusual. Usually I have people really interested, at least in seeking for help. They're not even sure that they want to be busier. They don't know even what they want of me. They want everything to be exactly the same. They just want a little bit more money out of it, which is quite a challenge.
After a good night's sleep, Alex goes online to see how the rest of the world views the Milton Lodge.
This website is really poor. I think it is slightly misrepresenting itself, and I think the pictures are really tired of the interior. It's not representative of how pretty it is here, and normally websites misrepresent the other way. This is prettier than the website shows it to be.
With Joe and Terry responsible for the front of house, Alex takes them both on a tour of the problems she's discovered so far.
This is the most amazingly light and lovely, pretty room. I can't understand why then you have a kind of duvet that completely clashes with the wallpaper. I think that if you're going to do the Victoriana thing of wallpapering, then everything else has to be a bit plainer to suit modern tastes a bit more. Does that make sense?
Well, to you it does. It's obvious.
Well, does it to you?
No, not really.
So why not?
So what do you suggest doing with this room?
I think duvet. Change the duvet, walk into the room and see what this wallpaper looks like with this, and actually it looks much smarter immediately.
The bathroom doesn't tickle the hotel inspector's fancy either.
And I know pink is the theme, but was this really necessary?
This is for gay people, this room. We picked the gays here because they like pink. And they do, believe it or not, they like pink.
With Terry using any excuse to resist bringing the hotel into the modern world, Alex tries another room and another tack to illustrate her point.
People travel with lots of stuff, and every spare inch of surface is covered here with something. There's nowhere to put anything. You know, you've got stuff that I think don't particularly, you know, it's something that's just stuff that's here.
And what would they do if they wanted them ornaments?
I wouldn't have dried flowers.
That's what I knew you wouldn't say that. That was obvious.
Because they collect dust. Is this carpet, for example, hiding something nasty underneath?
No,
have a look. Oh, well, that's already a lot better.
All about your taste.
But why would you have a rug there, darling? People kind of like plain. Yeah, that's all.
That's your opinion.
That's all I'm trying to say.
That's your opinion, though.
That is my opinion, but this is a field in which I know quite a lot.
Of course, we'd like to be busier, provided it don't change my style of life. At my age, I like doing just what I want to do. But, you know, she's got her ideas and I've got mine.
Frustrated, Alex calls together the Milton Lodge team. If she can't get them to understand the importance of bringing the hotel up to date, the Milton Lodge could be history. First, Alex wants to bring a little order to the chaotic decor.
So, to get more bed and breakfast business, we have to get the bedrooms better. And I would like you to try and coordinate, reorganise, minimalise it a bit. I think actually with a bit of changing things around, you wouldn't have to buy anything different and you don't have to change.
You're not going to buy anything.
And then I would also love for this room to be ordered for the next time I come, so that I can see what it's actually like if you're going to do some kind of function. Because it looks a bit like a village hall. You know, there's a bookshelf over there, and there's that bureau there, and there are all these bits and bobs that don't really fit together. Yeah. I just think this is an asset that could be used more.
Next, Alex wants Terry and Maureen to improve their marketing.
I would like to make your website a bit more interesting. We're going to need to take some photos of the rooms and make sure that you advertise them properly, because people now want to see what they're going to get. So, you can say you don't want weddings, you can say you don't want big functions, big parties, but you want to let the rooms, and to do that, we have got to build you up a kind of internet profile.
Finally, Alex wants the Milton Lodge to face the future, with Joe at its heart.
The way that I'm looking at this overall is we need to succession plan a bit, so that whatever happens in the future, nothing comes and hits you like a bolt between the eyes. I know it's quite hard because this is your home, you've been running it for a long time, so it's difficult to bite the bullet and actually make a few changes.
It's your baby. Go ahead and do it. With our support.
They've given you carte blanche to grow the business.
She can do it.
Do whatever you like.
You underestimate
Far
yourself.
more than
I told you
capable.
before, you
She
underestimate.
can do things, but she always says, oh, I can't do that. But she can.
She can.
Alex has identified Joe as central to driving the Milton Lodge forward. But Alex knows that unless she can improve the business, there might not be anything left for Joe to inherit.
I was expecting a certain amount of resistance from Maureen and Terry. After all, he's knocking on 80 and she's 70. The fact that Joe's such a traditionalist is a bit of a surprise to me. After all, she's much younger, but she has been here 23 years, girl and woman. They are clearly in denial, and I have got to convince them of this, otherwise I'll have failed before I've even really started.
We will make changes how and when we feel ready to. What Alex thinks is what Alex thinks.
I don't mind minor changes, like changing the colours of the bedspreads or, you know, whatever it is. But whether it make any difference to the public is another thing.
With Alex gone, Joe at least decides it's time for a change, tackling the clutter in the bedrooms.
All right, see, we've made a couple of changes since Alex is gone. Maureen likes the bedspreads, and they do go with the curtains, so we've left those.
And we tried to coordinate the colours. It's like years ago, people used to say, make sure you've got clean underwear on in case you get knocked down. You can be all smart on top and rotten underneath.
I've put something plain over the chairs. I've decluttered a couple of bits here. I know she said she wasn't keen on the dry flowers and said they're dust collectors, but I'm always cleaning, so they don't collect dust, and actually everything is a dust collector, if you think about it. So it'll be interesting to see what Alex says.
Alex is keen for the Milton Lodge team to plan for the future. If Terry and Maureen want to take a step back, Joe is going to have to step up. And Joe's first idea is to develop the function room.
Staying away, really, from doing too big of parties and weddings. So I said, well, then why don't we turn that Let's try it. Let's turn it into a tea room.
Make a nice tea room, actually, this would.
Easier than doing parties and functions. We've been down that road before, really.
Let's go for a tea room then.
4 weeks later, and Alex is back, determined to drag the Milton Lodge and its owners into the 21st century.
It is absolutely lovely here, and I should be very excited about coming back. However, I'm nervous because I know from my last visit that the whole family are very stuck in their ways. My challenge is to make the family see that if I'm going to make the improvements I need to, they're going to have to accept some changes. Starting with removing those. Hello.
Hello, Alex.
How are you?
I'm better now. I've seen you, love.
Nice to be here again.
Yeah, yes.
So shall we start our battle?
Yeah, go on then.
I would like these to be taken down. I'll tell you why. Because I think that you've got a very individual place and you've got some lovely collections which are valuable and nice. And all this is quite gimmicky and doesn't give a particularly good impression of the professionalism of the place inside. Are you happy to take them down?
Yeah, I suppose so, just for you.
My goodness, I never thought you'd agree.
Well, it was something simple, isn't it?
Ta-da!
But although progress has been made with the doorway, Terry's less obliging with the website, which, despite Alex's instruction, remains unchanged.
And the faintest idea how our website works. Ask me about the garden. I'll tell you about the garden. And running the swimming pool. I can't be a genius in everything, can I? I can't.
And I think sometimes some of these websites have so much on that you can't be bothered with them anyway. It gets on my nerves when you look at these pages and there's reams and reams and reams. Do people really read all that gaff?
Alex is hoping things have improved upstairs. She wanted a complete decluttering of the bedrooms, but it's clearly still a work in progress.
I just don't quite understand why there are all these cloths.
I will take it away.
It looks kind of cleaner, don't you think?
It does look better.
I wanted to say too that having loose covers like that I think looks a bit studenty. And I'm interested that you did it that way round rather than that way round. Do you see what I mean? Planing up the room or making it a bit simpler by doing that.
Dry flowers.
I know.
No, Maureen likes the dry flowers, and like she said, it breaks the wall a little bit because you do take it away, it's very bare looking.
Fine. If you get rid of these peach cloths,
Okay.
I would say that we've made a very good compromise.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Alex may be happy to compromise over dried flowers, but she's intent on bringing the floral rooms to life.
I'd just like to show you how you can alter a few things to make it slightly more appealing. I know that Terry is very attached to the wallpaper, so the wallpaper will remain. And I assume that no one has any complaints if I de-pink the bathroom.
No, you're welcome to de-pink the bathroom.
OK, good.
With progress slow and unsure, Alex is keen that Joe's idea for the function room is both big and bold, so she plans to help with its relaunch.
I think it's a really good idea about doing the tea room, but I think we need to think of it as more than a tea room. We want to think of it as a function room. I want to make it more intimate and a bit warmer and a bit more kind of somehow cosy, because if you don't have a lot of people in there, it's not a very pleasant room to sit in.
No, you can do that.
I think we need to take a few more photos to really show this place off to their best advantage. I think some of the photos on that website aren't particularly...
A nap.
Yeah, they're a bit naff. Thank you for saying it.
Thank you for saying that.
You've said to me that you want this place to be busier. I don't think it matters if it's through the rooms or through the function room. You just want that little bit of extra income to accept or refuse as you feel fit. But you want the queries to be coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah? So is that the beginnings of a plan?
Yep,
Yes.
lovely.
Every faith in you, Alex.
Thank you.
Alex departs, hoping her words are finally getting through.
I think today has been really productive. Joe and Maureen seemed really enthusiastic about my ideas for the rooms, and they all seemed very enthused by my ideas for the function room. I honestly think that that room could be an enormous addition to their business, and I want them to milk it for all it's worth.
But is it a case of 1 step forward, 2 steps back?
Alexander asked me to take the pigeons off the front door, so I thought, yes, I'll take them off the front door. And we're not going to put them up no more. How?
Aren't you?
Of course I am.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Alex left the Milton Lodge with an action plan to secure the hotel's future, including a revamp of their very basic website.
I know that neither Terry or Maureen are computer savvy, nor is Joe, but they have to embrace the fact that the world has moved on. Their website needs to be all singing, all dancing. It has to be their first line of attack.
So Joe decides to get snapping, taking photos to make the website more attractive.
That's it, perfect.
They look lovely, Joe. So nice, all homemade. What do you think, darling?
Scones are lovely.
I like them, but I don't eat them because they get all round my teeth.
Meanwhile, Alex's team get to work on deflowering the floral bedrooms and start injecting some life into the function room. But Terry does at least take time to clear up the pool area.
Can't wait to get the pool clean. Right, so I can have a swim at midnight every night, like I do. We'll go in there in the nude.
5 weeks later, Alex is back. She's hoping for some new improvements, but so far, it's the same old story.
What, after all, did I really expect? Why is your picture back on the front door?
Oh, someone put it back on there, what? They put it back. I told them not to.
It was a shallow, shallow victory of mine, wasn't
No, well,
it? To
I'll
get
take it off
to
again.
take it down so
I
easily.
can't help it, it's public demand.
Well,
Public people say,
fair
where's
enough.
the photograph?
Where were the girls?
In here.
Come on, let's go.
Defeated downstairs, Alex decides it's time to reveal her new look bedrooms. She wanted to demonstrate how a few simple touches could freshen up the dated decor. In the double room, she's ditched the clutter and busy bed linen, replacing it with a more simple, crisp and refined take, bringing it more in line with what the modern traveller might expect.
I've got rid of some of the bits and bobs, so you could sit and use your laptop on there if you wanted to. And I've got rid of that rug.
Very nice.
I like it.
There's certainly no clutter.
And in the twin room, she's taken the old-fashioned template and by adding some simple, contemporary touches, nudged it gently into the 21st century.
Because you've got this quite leery wallpaper, it's quite nice. It tones it all down a bit.
And it matches the covers and...
Yeah, and then look at this. Ta-da! No more carpet in the bathroom.
Oh, that's better.
I might move in here myself.
It's still countrified, but with a modern
Yes, it's
twist.
very nice.
Yes.
It's very nice.
You used to have a certain type of customer come in here quite a lot, the pink pounders.
Yes, that's it.
Do you think they'll still like the room?
I think they love it, yes, I do. They got enough pink in there.
They do.
And they can always get some pink underwear or something to wear. Make it a bit more pink.
And downstairs, proving a room can be pretty in pink if handled correctly, Alex has brightened up the sterile function room into a lively, vibrant space, perfect for any function, large or small.
Oh, it looks lovely.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a good tea room. I mean, it's definitely fit for purpose. So all in all, we've got the thumbs up, have we?
Yes.
Yeah. Love it.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
Good.
Beautiful.
With the function room revamped, Alex wastes little time in preparing to put it through its paces. She's arranged an impromptu party with one of the most demanding of audiences, 22 children from the nearby school.
Hello. Hello. So cake, sandwiches, crisp, mixed peppers. Right.
When Alex first arrived, she identified Joe as central to the future of Milton Lodge. Alex believes Joe has to be more confident, stepping up to help save Terry and Maureen's home.
It was Jo who wanted this tea room. This is her baby. She's in charge, and I really want to put her through her paces now and see how she's going to run this thing. But as I haven't given her much time, I suppose I ought to help her a bit.
Alex feels that if Jo can deal with a group of hungry children at such short notice, she'll be able to cope with anything the Milton Lodge can throw at her. The entertainer is doing his bit, but can Jo pull a rabbit out of the hat and work her magic with the food?
Do you need pepper? Carrot?
The Milton Lodge's function room, which once played host to funerals, is now brimming with life, and Jo's relishing the opportunity to shine.
There you go. Cinderella.
It's gone really well. Really enjoyed it. The Lulu Ballooning's been fantastic. The kids have really enjoyed it, and I hope to think that they'll pass it all on and then come back and do another party.
Very happy to see the room being used by children, and yes, it'll be a great success, I think.
Bye, girls!
As the children depart, it's clear to Alex that Jo has grown into her role. She now wants the new-look Milton Lodge to reach a wider audience.
Now that you've launched this, I'd really like you to focus a bit on the pricing and on what you're going to offer. Make sure that it's manageable. Make sure that it's costed out properly, darling, because this is supposed to be a money spinner.
I'll cost it out.
Will you?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good. Because I'd like us to do an open day. What I will do is I'll try and make sure that a few people come who may use the bedrooms. But really, I would like Jo to take charge of this, because this is all supposed to empower you.
You say to Jo, I can't do that. And she can. She blooming well can.
There's no ambivalence at all about how much they support you.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah, I know. Well, then, so stop worrying about it. If they say you can do anything, you probably bloody can. Right?
Yes, she can.
Right, get going, Jo.
Yeah.
Alex leaves, knowing the future of the Milton Lodge is resting firmly on Jo's shoulders.
Today has been so much better than expected. Finally, a glimmer of gumption from Jo, and it looks like Terry and Maureen are really behind her. I'm just hoping that they can keep it up, and they're not going to slip back into their old comfortable ways before my next visit.
But Terry and Maureen still might not have grasped the importance of marketing to new customers.
What happened to Papa's with Brain?
We've got the function room.
Yeah, but I'm not willing to have the rooms upstairs open to everyone. What's everyone who want to go up and look at the rooms? Because they're bloody nosy.
Don't want every Tom, Dick and Harry going through your rooms, do you? Be honest about it. You don't want people just coming in random and going up to look at rooms.
Alex wants Jo, who's been an understudy at the Milton Lodge for more than 20 years, to prove she's now capable of being the boss.
You're late.
I know, Jo. Sorry about that.
I'm in charge today. Come on, let's get this show on the ground. Well, show on the road.
Her big test comes today. Alex has asked Jo to organise an open day to relaunch the hotel and function room. So far, she seems to have risen to the challenge.
Why is everyone smiling first thing in the morning? You've been taking something, Jo. You're full of spirit this morning.
Yeah, well.
With more than 200 confirmed guests, the Milton Lodge prepares itself for the onslaught. With food to prepare and a garden to dress,
Where's the pole?
Jo takes charge.
All right, you okay there?
Yeah. Fucking hell, look. I must be bloody mad doing this. Oh dear.
With the big event just hours away, Alex is back to see if the Milton Lodge is ready.
My last visit to the beautiful Milton Lodge, and last time I was here, I really felt I saw a sea change in the family's attitudes. I'm hoping it wasn't just superficial. I'll feel much more confident if I see that they take advantage of everything that today has to offer.
Before the open day begins, Alex wants to check on the progress of Milton Lodge's website. It represents the hotel's only marketing effort, so Alex is keen for it to be as impressive as possible.
Very good, darling. A few more photos on there.
Yep.
So, all in all, it does look much updated, and I think you just got to keep your eye on it, really.
Jolly good.
With the hotel slowly catching up with the modern world, Alex is keen to see if her future succession plan is running to schedule.
So, do you think that Jo's a bit more confident now about what she can do?
I think Jo's a bit too confident now.
Really?
Yes, I do. Christ, this morning. Full of herself. Good for her.
Good. And have you thought more about, you know, what you do in the future here and what role she's going to play?
I'll leave it to Jo.
Yeah?
So my son said and told me this morning, he said, let Jo run it. He says, give it to Jo, let her run it.
Does that mean you're going to make a more concrete plan about that? Or
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Definitely.
With Jo's new role as manager now officially recognised, the Milton Lodge prepares to throw open its doors. Alex has arranged for a wide selection of guests to sample the delights of the hotel. From members of the local community and businesses who may use the function room, to guests from further afield who might book the bedrooms.
First thing I'd like to do, let's get all the jams on the table, get the cups
I'm
of
just
sauce on
going
the
to turn the
tables.
jams up now.
Right, and then we can number them.
The open day is an opportunity to prove to the outside world that the Milton Lodge is a thriving business. And for Jo, it's a chance to prove to Terry and Maureen that after 23 years in the front line, they can confidently take a back seat.
Jo always works very hard, but I think this is something that feels a little bit more independent than she's been before. She'll have Maureen and Terry hovering in the background. But I think if she can show them that she's now more willing to take on responsibility and ultimately that she can stand on her own 2 feet, they'll be thrilled for her.
Jo wastes no time getting stuck in, as even the hotel inspector finds to her cost.
Alex, you did the sugars, did you?
I'm doing the sugars,
Yeah, can you go do them then, please? Hi, Maureen, how are you?
You come in for a cup of tea?
It's very busy. There's croquet on the back lawn, so I've got such a big queue out there that I've asked Alex to go and ask him to go maybe outside and have a look at the croquet. And I must go because I've got 3 little girls I promised a cup of tea to.
But as Jo takes care of front of house, Maureen has to deal with a problem behind the scenes.
Burnt the scones. Proof.
Despite the burnt offerings, the rest of the home cooking is selling like hot cakes.
I made the chocolate cake. You enjoy that? My favourite is chocolate.
Absolutely delicious. Yes, all homemade. I think it's a very good idea to have something like this around the area. I'm sure it would be very popular.
With Jo now in charge, she's allayed Terry and Maureen's fears about strangers in the bedrooms. Sensing a good marketing opportunity, she's only too keen to arrange a tour.
Our double rooms are £90 a night. Yep, and our singles are £65 a night.
Though Terry's flowery wallpaper is still not to everyone's liking.
It's not my taste.
But Alex's touches do seem to appeal.
It's a nice uncluttered room. I like the decor and it looks very comfortable.
My father-in-law's planning a party and is actually looking for somewhere for family to stay, so I think this will be ideal.
Jo's been rushed off her feet all day, catering for more than 200 guests. As the final crumbs are swept away, Alex calls the Milton Lodge team together. It seems the once reluctant Terry and Maureen have embraced her new ideas.
Do you think this whole process has been useful in the end?
Yeah, it's been very successful, I must say that.
Yeah?
And the thing is, you've already made your mark, haven't you? And now I think it's time to make another mark.
Good luck, love.
Thank you. Cheers.
Lovely to meet you both.
Lovely to have met you,
Cheers,
Alex.
Maureen.
Thanks,
Sorry.
darling. I've really
Cheers,
enjoyed it.
I have changed a little bit because of Alex's inspiration and then updating the website and giving that room a lift, it's made it look like a really lovely part of the hotel. And there's a little bit of all of us within this hotel, and I think that's also important.
It was a great experience meeting Alex. She was great. It was a bit in the beginning, but lovely lady.
I'll take the Fifth Amendment.
When I first visited Milton Lodge, I found a bed and breakfast in terminal decline. They certainly weren't fulfilling their full potential. The rooms were cluttered and they were doing virtually no marketing. Now I'm leaving Joe as a force to be reckoned with, and I genuinely believe in their vibrant future.
A stone's throw from Bournemouth Pier is the Bonington Beach, a 21-bedroom budget hotel owned by Susan Coughlin and managed by her husband, Nick Davis. Leaving their jobs in the city, the couple bought the hotel 4 years ago and moved to Bournemouth to raise a family.
We were living in London and Susan got pregnant. The dream was to, I suppose, have a child in a nice area and have a nice way of life. You know, working together at something.
I don't know if we expected anything. We sort of just went into it with a really open mind and perhaps quite naively, not thinking that it wouldn't work.
With little experience of the hotel industry,
Hello, Bonington Beach, how can I help you?
Nick and Susan opted for a stack 'em high, sell 'em cheap philosophy, filling their 21 rooms with 57 beds and charging guests just £15 per person per night.
Fantastico!
With a young family to care for and a business to run, owner Susan has taken a back seat, handing over the reins of the hotel to Nick, who's revelling in his role as the boss.
I went out and I bought the biggest flag I could. I bought it on the internet. That flag is actually for a boat. I'm hanging it off the front of my hotel.
Supremely confident in his own ability, now Nick's in charge. It's his way or the highway.
This is 7 days a week. Fucking thing. 24 hours a day. It looks nice, it just looks a bit funny, that's all. If I wasn't here, it really would fall apart. Someone's ripped a sink tap off in room 5. Someone has ripped the tap off in room 5.
And in his hotel, the customer isn't always right.
They complain about noise and aggro. One bloke put he'd rather sleep on the beach. It's full of sand. I think it's all right.
Despite Nick's best efforts, the hotel is failing to turn a profit, and the couple owe the bank £600,000.
If it wasn't such a nice place to bring children up on the beach, we might just chuck the keys in. The only thing we can do is battle on every way we can.
We've worked too hard for it to fail. Yeah, we have to make it work. You know, we've got no choice.
And if you could sign in just there, please, that'd be great.
But it may all be too little, too late. Enter the hotel inspector. Alex Polizzi has run some of the world's most exclusive establishments. Nick and Susan are hoping that the renowned hotelier can transform their flagging fortunes. To identify where the Bonington Beach is failing, Alex has booked in for the night.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Alex.
Pleased to meet you, Alex.
Hello.
My name's Hannah.
Hi.
Right, let's get you checked in.
Thank you.
If you can just sign at the bottom there for me.
Lovely.
Would you like me to carry your bag
I'm
for you?
fine, darling.
Okay.
Yes, you're smaller than I am, so I certainly wouldn't expect that.
You just follow me.
Nick has left receptionist Hannah with instructions to check Alex into room 20, one of only 3 rooms in the Bonington with a sea view.
This is room 20. This is the bedroom through here.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Have a lovely stay.
Thank you. This room is supposed to have a sea view. Nah. There's no sea view here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Not quite sure what a glitter ball adds to it, I have to say. Let's try the bed. Ooh, this is very boingy. Basically, for 15 quid a night, you expect a kind of hostel, don't you? You don't expect this. This is perfectly acceptable. This is slightly less glamorous and more what I imagine the rest of the hotel looked like. It certainly doesn't look like it's been done up recently, does it? A few cleaning issues already discovered. First impression's very good, but scratch the surface and I'm already starting to see a few problems.
The Bonington Beach has 21 ensuite rooms, all priced at just £15 per person per night. As well as a complimentary tea tray, each room has a disco ball and an assortment of pillow humbugs.
What on earth is the significance of the glitter balls? I mean, is it supposed to add a little glamour to the room? I just don't like it.
Finishing touches that I've implemented in the hotel, I hope aren't too odd, just a personal touch. There are some glitter balls and I know clients do like them because sometimes they take them as a souvenir.
Is that a tea towel? Rather pathetic attempt at art on the walls. You know, why would you spend money on a picture frame and then fill it with a cut-up tea towel? This is a sweet, if slightly inadequate attempt to add a little luxury, I imagine. You're selling a £15 room. You don't need to give any frills and furbelows. Let them go out and buy their own bloody sweets for 15 quid a night.
The sweets were probably my add-on. We used to have biscuits too.
Family room. Okay, so explain this to me. This is a kind of like half cover, and this is a proper cover. And then some beds have no cover at all.
I might have gone a little cushion and throw crazy. I was just trying to brighten the rooms up really and add a personal touch.
Why? Just doesn't make any kind of sense to me. It's kind of style over substance. I should say style in quotation marks, shouldn't I, really? All these bits are just here for decorative purposes, and as this isn't a home store showroom, I just don't see the point of it. My conclusion so far is that they obviously have those beds there because there's a demand for lots of beds in a room. Stack them high, sell them cheap is obviously their attitude. And in other ways, there seems to be kind of money wasted on items which I just can't comprehend the function of. How on earth do they manage to make money on £15 a night?
With questions about the Bonington's profit-making potential, Alex goes in search of hotel manager Nick.
Nick! Hi, I'm Alex Polizzi.
Hiya, Nick, nice to meet you.
Really nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me here.
No problem.
I've had a look around some of the rooms upstairs, and some of them seem to have lots of beds in, so I'm wondering what your clientele is.
Basically, the weekends it's stags and hens, and contractors during the week.
Another question for you.
Disco balls.
I mean, honestly, darling.
Have you been in room 24? If you turn the light up to the glitter ball, draw the curtains, the whole room spins round with stars.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's a double bed in there, bit of romance. People like it, don't they?
With his balls not to Alex's taste, Nick takes the hotel inspector to his favourite room in the Bonington, which he styled personally.
Gosh. Well, what do you call this room then?
This is the party room,
Aha.
where we take big groups of guys or girls.
Just call it the orgy room. Be honest. Right, let's have a look. How the hell do you explain this wallpaper?
I did this whole room up while Susan was having, just before she had the baby, and I chose all the wallpaper in here.
All
and
the
actually,
wallpaper?
all the wallpaper. I ripped out all the cupboards, had it made open plan, I put the plasma on the wall, and she really liked it when she came in.
I hope you don't expect applause from me. The whole room is completely blank. You don't have a headboard. You don't have any kind of decorative detail apart from this really over-the-top wallpaper. I mean,
think
it's
cracking.
bonkers.
People love this room. As soon as they
But
walk
is
in,
that
they go,
because
wow.
of the wall? Oh, please.
It is.
They go, wow. We're obviously communicating in different languages to each other.
While his party room may be a guest favourite, the underused downstairs lounge is more of a party pooper.
Why is it so cold in here?
Because we haven't got any heating in here. We've got the plumbing, but we haven't got the radiators.
Why?
Because I think they're about 1,500 quid each, the radiators.
How much did you spend on this floor?
About 15 grand.
You spend 15 grand on a floor in a hotel that only charges £15 per person per night.
Yep.
I'm going to have a tough time with you.
Nick and Susan spent £130,000 creating the lounge and breakfast room in their budget hotel, including £15,000 alone on the bespoke flooring. It may not have impressed the hotel inspector, but Nick has one more card up his sleeve that he's certain will win him big plaudits.
It'd be very interesting for me if you can show me the patterns of your occupancy.
Yep.
Yeah?
We run 100% every night apart from Sunday.
Not throughout the year?
Yeah, throughout the year.
Okay.
The only day we don't fill is Sunday.
Okay, so tonight, out of 21 rooms, you...
Everyone.
So, if you're already at 100% occupancy,
Yeah.
you either have to put up your prices or shave your margins.
Or have more rooms.
Oh, please, for God's sake, you're stark raving bonkers.
No.
Yeah, and then get another mortgage.
No.
And, you know,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying...
Darling, work
if
with
this
what
room was
you work
bedrooms,
with what you've got.
If this room was bedrooms...
No. Then you still have to give them breakfast somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
In achieving a 100% occupancy rate, Nick's realised every hotelier's dream. But as he's not willing to budge on his budget rate of £15 a night, Alex is facing an even bigger challenge than she anticipated.
What is the point of being open at £15 per person per night unless he can show me that it makes money?
As the sun rises over Bournemouth, Nick and Susan are keen to show Alex a part of the business they're particularly proud of.
Too slow! Down you go! 5 press-ups, nice and quick.
The Bonington Beach Boot Camp is a week-long fitness course run by ex-military instructors. It makes Nick and Susan £50,000 a year, which they're using to help pay off the hotel's debts. For Alex, it's a business winner.
The Bonington seems to be doing this really well. I'm really tempted to come back here and do a week properly.
After a sweaty but successful morning on the beach, Alex has put together a business plan to secure the future of the Bonington. With stiff competition in the area for low-cost accommodation, Alex wants to keep the hotel's prices low. She's decided to apply the philosophy of a budget airline to the budget B&B. To keep costs low, budget airlines keep a tight grip on their finances. Alex wants Nick and Susan to do the same.
In the 6 months till May this year, how much money have you made?
The truth is, I don't know. I look to you, Nick. Do you know?
It's a loss of £2,700 so far this year.
Oh, in the 6 months?
In the 6 months, yeah. You have got to have a better grasp of the figures.
Next, to make a profit without being priced out by the competition, Alex wants Nick and Susan to keep their room rate low but cut back on all the non-essential items, including humbugs.
I think you have to embrace the fact that it's a budget hotel. I would say you can strip out virtually any extra that you have.
Well, Valentine's is coming up.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, do you know we put roses on the pillows?
She does.
And at Easter,
She does.
everyone gets an egg.
And at Easter, she puts
And I said!
I told you, she puts an egg on everyone's pillow.
Darling, I said
And
to
we
Nick...
have a row about it. She says, I want you to go and buy roses and put a rose on every pillow.
Darling, you made so little profit.
It wasn't a rose, it was just a chocolate heart.
I know, but you make...
No, I know,
the
I
sweet's
understand.
gone.
I know, and it's gone. They're gone, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone.
I don't think you need the decorative details. I think you need the practical stuff.
Okay.
Yeah?
And because the Bonington guests aren't flying first class, Alex has a radical cost-saving solution.
I would seriously consider whether you would ask them whether they want a towel when they arrive. They pay a deposit for the towel as they take it up, and you charge them for hiring a towel while they're here.
Yeah.
People are quite happy to bring their own towels in budget accommodation. As long as you're very clear about everything, no one will complain.
Okay.
Car parking, you would never give away free car parking. Why
Okay.
would you?
Everyone else does charge. We don't here.
Well, why shouldn't you? I think you should make every penny that you possibly can out of your customers, as long as you're still giving value for money.
Finally, with the boot camp bringing in over £50,000 a year, Alex wants Nick and Susan to offer other events and packages that can operate all year round.
You like it when there's big groups in, and you think you make money when you do packages. You've got to start thinking of other packages. This is a good meeting space for a group. It feels to me like it's very underused.
It's not used at all.
With the boot camp model, we could roll that out and create anything.
Anything?
Yeah, like an artist course or dancing course or
walkers.
I mean,
strippers.
let's find out first how much money you're making.
Yeah.
And work out how it will go. I think you have the bones of a bloody successful business. Now we've got to get to we've got to flesh it out a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorted.
Alex is leaving the Bonington beach with a clear list of achievable goals. She wants Nick and Susan to get a grip on the hotel finances, strip the rooms of all their unnecessary frills, cut back on linen costs, and consider other events and packages that could run alongside the fitness boot camp. Having had time to digest the plan, Nick is unconvinced it will actually work, but he's on his own.
Susan thinks Alex is brilliant, so whatever Alex says, Susan does. Because, she thinks like Alex is like the sage, which I'm sure she is in many things, but Alex doesn't have a budget hotel, we are here.
With Alex away, Susan drags a reluctant Nick to help her unify the look of the bedrooms by stripping out all their decorative items.
She was saying we have to get rid of the cushions and the sweets and the tea and coffee tray.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I've asked them to completely streamline the rooms. I thought that there wasn't enough homogeny across the rooms.
See, the cushions in this room I like.
But Alex was saying we need to embrace our budget hotel status.
I think the odds and sods, the so-called decorative touches that have been placed around the hotel are neither here nor there.
I think these cushions in this room should stay.
And frankly, they don't add anything to the place.
Let's take everything out that we discussed and see what the room looks like.
I think the problem is here that Nick and Susan really struggle with the idea that they're running a budget hotel.
Fling them out the window, Susan.
Fling them at you.
What about the mirror ball?
Oh no, that would have to go.
Here, go on then. Get the mirror ball. I'll lift you up. Ready? Oh, you're heavy. Just a hook.
What do you think?
Very plain and stark.
Easily maintainable.
Yeah, less to nick.
One room down, 20 to go. To save himself trips up and down the stairs, Nick's devised a unique method of clutter clearance.
Alex wants the cushions out. Alex gets the cushions out. Gone.
Next on Nick's strip list, the bath towels, which cost £18,000 a year to hire from a laundry company. Alex suggested that towels should not be included in the £15 a night room rate. Instead, guests should be told in advance that towels are available to rent for an additional £1.
Yeah, this is all towels. All of these bags will be towels. Because we haven't been given any bath towels out. Because Alex said, get rid of the towels, you save yourself a load of money.
What they need to do is put a statement on the website and actually at the front desk so that anyone booking through the website or coming to the hotel off the street immediately see the rationale behind removing the towels.
I haven't told people there's no towels because I just thought it was a bit cheeky to start asking people to pay £1 or £2 to hire a towel.
There's no point hoping that guests are too chicken to complain and just not mentioning it until a guest mentions it first.
Of course, no one's been bringing towels with them, so they're either coming down in the morning going, there's no bloody towels, or they're using the bed sheets. There's towels everywhere. There is actually towels everywhere. When Alex comes, I shall give her a towel. And you want to look in this cupboard. Have a look in this cupboard. Seriously, have a look in that cupboard. The whole thing's full of towels. The towel thing don't work, so. And I can't ask people for a towel, £2 to hire a towel. Go and buy their own for £1, so that definitely don't work.
I think what he doesn't understand is that you have to try something and give it a little bit of time before giving up on it and moving directly on to the next thing.
Some of what she said made good sense. A load of other bits are shit, honestly. I don't care what she says. I'm not doing it.
4 weeks after her last visit, the hotel inspector has returned to Bournemouth.
I was pretty astonished at the lack of financial grasp they had on their hotel. Unless they've done the homework that I set last time I was here, I'm not sure how much further we can progress.
Alex has applied the budget airline business model to Bournemouth's £15 a night budget hotel. she's asked Nick and Susan to cut back on items in the rooms and save on linen costs by charging guests extra to hire towels. Alex is back at the Bonington, expecting results.
So, when I left, you said you were going to start decluttering the rooms. How has that gone on?
We've made a start, but hands up, we haven't completed the exercise.
Yeah.
So that is something we'll be completing this week.
Good.
It's a really big difference.
Next on Alex's hit list, the towels.
At the moment, towels have been reduced in the room.
Yeah, we went for a stint not giving any towels, right? Well,
How
after
have you
left,
tackled that? So
right,
what did you say
left the
to your
building
guests?
and we took all the towels out. And then there was a bit of a... And we didn't tell anyone. So a lot of people going into the room, having a shower, getting out of the shower, not finding a towel. So then they reached for the nearest thing.
How did you let him do this?
I didn't know.
So
told us
how
at
are you
reception.
now informing them that you're not putting towels
No, we
in
are.
the
We've given them one bath mat and one towel.
No, that's not informing them that you're not giving them towels.
No, we're not informing them.
But I'm kind of quite interested by the idea that you put one towel and one bath mat in every room. Two people are sharing. What do? Fight over the towel?
Well, no, you can use the same towel, can't you?
Oh my
Well,
God.
one person has a shower, they get out, use the towel. The other person gets out of the shower, use the other side of the towel.
You have to have a business brain about this. You tell them in advance, if you want to use one of our towels, we will charge you £1 rent. Darling, £1.
I know, but they can go down the road and buy them for £1, which is what a couple
Well,
did.
fine, darling, but if they prefer to do that, then no skin off your nose anyway.
Alex's suggestion to charge for towels is part of her strategy to bring some extra revenue to the Bonington beach. To further boost the bottom line, Alex wants Nick and Susan to build on the success of the boot camp and introduce another event package to the hotel. To give the couple inspiration, she's taking them to a cookery school to meet local businessman Des Burke, who's looking to branch out in Bournemouth.
Of all the things for Alex to think up, this is a pretty shit idea.
Des, so you, on your side, do you normally run half-day courses?
Yeah, we run daytime classes, nighttime classes. We've got classes that run over 12-week periods as well. And that's really, really popular.
I'm just thinking it might be possible to kind of work out a 4 or 5 day programme.
We can do anything.
Yeah, I think it would work really well, don't you?
As Des prepares to turn up the heat, it becomes clear that Nick may not be entirely committed to Alex's culinary plan.
Have you got yourself a wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, wooden spoon.
You should be smiling. There you go.
Cookery to me is something that Susan does.
Okay, so guys, the fruits of our labour. This is where you kind of go, yeah.
He's a chef, he's passionate about food and he's passionate about what he does. So for him, it works. I have no interest in showing people how to cook, teaching how to people to eat healthily. The cookery is great if you like cooking. I don't.
It seems like there's Nick and Susan got on very well, despite Nick being his usual kind of rather petulant teenage self.
Nick may be against the idea of a cookery package, but Alex sees a varied programme of events as the key to a lucrative revenue stream. So to help the Bonington become more function-ready, Alex has plans to revamp the underused ground floor.
The room that I want to concentrate on is here, because I think that this room isn't really used enough. There's not enough furniture in here. I think it's a bit cold.
Yeah.
It would be nice that instead of people hanging out in the bar, which I think they do because it's not particularly comfortable here, we got them in here. I'm going to put in some new furniture that is very easy to fold up, put away when you've got things like the boot camp. I'm going to inject a bit of colour into the room. All in all, I'm going to make it a bit warmer.
Alex is leaving Bournemouth with plans to turn the lounge and breakfast room into a multifunctional space to be used for hotel guests and group bookings. As another day dawns, Susan is keen to press on with Alex's plans to improve the business and takes an underwhelmed Nick to Bournemouth Pier. Alex has asked the couple to put together a mission statement that will give customers confidence in their commitment to low-cost accommodation.
Let's sort of think about words around the word budget.
Okay.
So,
what about value?
Yeah, value. People
Cheap.
want good value. No, I don't like cheap. Affordability. Is that a good word to use?
No.
Oh, what would you use?
Cheap.
The mission statement is important to Nick. It just focuses our mind on what our offering is. Slightly quirky.
No, mission statements, I'm not really into all that. I just like, there's the room, it's clean, happy days.
Sleep better, knowing that our low pricing policy is kind to your pocket.
I think that's rubbish. I'm come home, I'm tired, I want to watch the telly. I don't want to hear about mission statements. She's sat up writing pages and pages of mission statements.
Every £1 saved is a £1 earned, which means you pocket the difference.
Better for them, but worse for us. It's not fun for everyone.
If the sea air does not knock you out, our low prices will.
That was quite good.
You like that?
Yep.
While Susan tackles the mission impossible, Alex's team are hard at work redesigning the underused lounge and breakfast room.
Alex's people are here doing the makeover at the moment, so it's quite exciting. There's quite a lot of changes going on. Some stuff I think we like and some stuff I'm pretty sure we hate. I have seen a paint pot going in of purple. I'm hoping that nothing is going to be purple. The worst case scenario for us in the lounge would be a feminine colour that would look like a little girl's bedroom with chintzy little curtains and blinds. So hopefully that won't be happening.
3.5 weeks after her last visit, Alex returns to Bournemouth, ready to see the changes at the Bonington beach.
Hello, hello.
Hi,
Nice to
Alex.
see you.
How are you?
Really well, thank you. Welcome.
I haven't seen the finished product in the other room. Should we go and have a look?
Yeah.
Good.
Nick and Susan spent £130,000 installing the lounge, but it was bland, sterile and underused.
Good. Well, I match, which is always a good start.
By opting for a bold choice of colour, Alex has given the room some much-needed personality.
Are you happy?
Yeah,
we're really
delighted.
pleased,
Thank you.
I thought you might worry a bit about the colour scheme.
It did look like a little girl's bedroom before the furniture was in here. But they all
It's your
said,
favourite
don't worry,
colour?
it'll come together.
favourite
It has.
colour.
It has come
I
together.
know, darling, I modelled it on the shirt that he was wearing that time that I was coming in. I was like, one to please Nick. Nick obviously loves his colour.
To make the room more suitable for a variety of functions, Alex's team have installed radiators throughout.
You know, this winter it was pretty much unusable,
Oh, it was freezing.
wasn't it? Unless you were a boot camper and heated.
Still cold then.
Yeah.
As well as new radiators, new roller blinds can be used for private functions, while easy stacking furniture can quickly turn the room from a relaxing lounge into a large event space.
So I've done my bit. Have you guys done your bits? For example, the decluttering of the rooms?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have, yeah. We're all ready for you.
Are you sure?
100%.
You're ready for me to go and check?
Yep.
Yes?
Help us
All
out.
right, okay, thank you.
From the outset, Alex's game plan has been to take inspiration from budget airlines by giving guests the basics for £15 a night and charging them for any extras. With the hotel's future on the line, Alex is hoping Nick and Susan have understood the importance of her advice.
Gosh, well this is better. No little cushions, no funny bedspread, no glitter ball. However, I did notice downstairs there was a big sign by the reception desk with a list of charges and no mention of towels.
I cannot do the towel thing. It's not me. I'm not doing it. It's too much grief. And, you know, it's just a no-no.
We put a client input survey into each of the bedrooms, asking customers if they think the removal of towels is a good idea or a terrible idea. Overall, the general consensus is to reduce the number of towels, so that is probably the path that we're going to take.
This question actually teaches Nick and Susan sweet F4. They're not making a profit at the moment. This is one way they can start making a profit. They already have 100% occupancy. You know, I blame Nick and Susan equally because Susan allows this shite to happen and Nick is just so unmotivated to make any changes at all.
I'm a big boy, I'm not worried. I'll just tell her, you know, that's it, I'm not charging for the towels. I understand her point of view, but in this instance, it's wrong. I'd just rather do it my way.
Exasperated that Nick and Susan have failed to see the bigger picture, Alex corners Nick in the hotel bar.
Oh, hello, Alex.
What is this? Well, you know, what kind of alternative is it? Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea to have towels in the hotel bathroom? Who's going to say it's a bad idea? However, if you said the alternative is either towels in the bathroom or a £1 per night rise, it might give a bit more of an alternative,
you know, choice.
I preferred the better way of just taking the towels out of the rooms and not telling people.
I mean, but like, only you
Because it was
think
less
that's...
grief.
No, it's not less
Because
grief.
then,
It's
when
the
they come down and ask for
chicken's way
towels,
out.
I'm anti taking the towels out.
I know.
So that's why I've done it, but I have done it as I have.
I know, but you haven't. So basically, you've circumvented me by putting it in such a way that it's completely fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
If someone gave you the option, please tick box A or box B. Would you like to die peacefully in your bed, or would you like to die horribly? Which box would you tick?
Probably peaceful in the bed.
Yeah, oddly. Gosh, how bizarre.
Once you left, we did take all the towels out of the rooms.
Yes, but you didn't tell anybody. You didn't
No, I know.
explain it, darling.
But it caused so much grief.
Yes, because of the way you did it. You are so pig-headed.
By the time you come back, I will have taken care of the towels. I promise you.
With the towel issue seemingly resolved, the final part of Alex's plan is for Nick and Susan to build on the success of the boot camp by hosting a new Bonington Beach package that can showcase the hotel and win new business.
So your guests get to see the full glory of your establishment. I'd love you to try and create a day where people come here to do something like cocktails or canapes or something easy. Something that's a group activity that you can invite a few people to. Basically anyone from clubs or businesses in the area who might need a function room of some kind.
Yeah, we'll go for that.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Give it a good shot.
It's the big day and Alex is back. But before the event kicks off, she wants to see if Nick has got his act together.
Hello.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Nice to see you.
How's everything going?
Really good.
Busy?
Yeah, busy. We've done most of what you wanted.
Yeah.
We've reached a compromise on the towels. At weekends, we don't provide any towels. We phoned up all the groups at weekends and we've informed them that there are no towels and they have to bring their own, or alternatively, they can hire ours.
Fantastic. And I do like this.
Yeah, we've got our...
Bonington Beach, striving to be Bournemouth's best budget accommodation, endeavouring to maintain low prices whilst retaining quality, friendliness and individuality.
This is it.
Gosh, how, you know, what a charming tagline. And for today, how are plans going?
Plans are going good. I think we've got about 12 people for the day event and hopefully between 30 and 50 for the evening event.
You sound very excited about it, Nick, are you?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
You've got Des coming,
Yep,
I
Des,
believe, in a
yep.
minute to set up. Do you want to show me how you're going to do the room? What the setup is? Can I help you with something?
Alex, I've got no idea how we're going to do the room. I was hoping Des was going to come, but tell us how we're going to do the room.
Come on, let's go then.
With Nick anything but prepared, Alex is forced to take matters into her own hands.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you very much. Very good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Mwah.
Marvellous. Hello, sir. Are you well?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Do you think it's sensible to have keep this room as it is and maybe move? I could clear all those tables there.
That sounds good.
Is that all right
Yeah,
with you?
Perfect. Do you have a big tray we can put stuff on? Oh, you're just going to...
Yeah, I've got trays.
Nick, where do the cups and saucers go?
Leading members of the business community have been invited to take part in the cookery course. They'll make canapes in the new multifunctional room before the food is served in the evening when 40 of Bournemouth's movers and shakers descend on the Bonington.
Right, hurry up, please, hurry up. This is quite stressful. I'm quite stressed because Alex will start shouting that this isn't her hotel and that really we should be here, and she's quite right. At the moment, I'm sat in the back of the kitchen. Well, the blinds help, didn't they? Block the
They
sun
do
out.
help. They're all at higgledy-piggledy angles, which is brilliant.
With the event only moments away, Alex wants to remind the couple what's at stake.
And this is a chance for you to introduce yourself, to chat to people who do stuff in the area and who may use your hotel. So you, for better or worse, are the face of the hotel. And I want you to be wreathed in smiles and chatting as if your life depended on it, with only positive things coming out of your mouth.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Good. Let's go.
The specially invited guests from the business sector have arrived. Each of them's in a company that uses local venues for their events. They've accepted their invites to the cookery course, to see if the Bonington has what it takes to win their business.
I don't know what you're supposed to do, so I'm no help at all, but this is delicious.
Despite his bravado, Nick is conspicuous by his absence.
Nick's made some half-hearted attempt at getting involved, which he quickly abandoned because actually he doesn't seem to like participating very much.
I am cooking. I'm just come to make sure everything's okay here. Is everything okay here, Hannah?
Under control, yeah? Why are you
Yeah.
cooking?
Meanwhile, Susan seizes the moment to make some important new contacts.
Do you get lots of groups that want to stay in Bournemouth?
Yeah, Bournemouth is definitely one of our most popular destinations.
Yeah, maybe we could do business in the future.
Yeah, that would be really good, definitely.
Alex isn't about to let Nick's attitude ruin the day.
I think I'm starting to give up on Nick. I think it's important that he goes out there and communicates with these people, but clearly he doesn't think it's as important as I do. Don't stand in here, go and talk to your guests.
I am. This? Seth, I've lit the thingy-bob and it's all melted.
As night draws in, the Bonington prepares to open its doors to the next wave of Bournemouth's business glitterati.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Hello,
Welcome
Nick.
to
Nice to
Bonington
see you.
Hotel. Hi.
Sarah, my wife.
Hi, Sarah.
It's the last opportunity to win new business. With the corporate A-list out in force, they can't afford to fail.
We've got some lovely cocktails and canopies just round the corner. If you want to go upstairs and see a room, they've got a few rooms you can have a look round. And thank you very much indeed for coming.
Realising the importance of the evening, Susan gets off to a good start, networking.
Friday.
And Nick soon plucks up the courage to follow suit.
We're definitely having it out for this. For you, it's free.
Oh, excellent.
Charity.
With the couple working in tandem, the Bonington is winning some significant support. The multifunctional room is proving to be a big hit, and the decluttered rooms are an attractive, low-cost proposition for large group bookings.
I think by not having it cluttered and having it look this crisp, that will work.
So maybe,
Yeah.
maybe in the future you'll think about Bonington Beach.
Oh, we definitely will, Susan, definitely.
Nick and Susan have introduced the Bonington Beach to the business community, who, after a successful event, are full of praise for the budget hotel.
When customers ask me, is there somewhere you recommend in the local area to stay, I think the Bonington Beach would certainly be on our list.
Very sort of minimalistic but very clean lines. It's nice. It's sort of attractive for the level of hoteler that it is.
I've really enjoyed it, so I'd come back and do something like this again, and I'd promote this to my clients as well.
As the biggest night in the Bonington's history draws to a close, Alex prepares to leave for the final time.
I thought today went really well.
Yes, so did we. I'm really pleased.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
And I have to say, despite all my frustrations occasionally at working, particularly with Nick, I'm leaving in a very good mood.
Oh, good.
And I really wish you every success.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Thank
you. Bye.
Bye now.
Nick and Susan definitely made a good effort tonight, and that's really all I can ask. Even Nick seems to realise you have to make a decent try at things to make something a success. I hope they can ride this wave of enthusiasm to ensure a more profitable future.